He's standing looking down. Have a look at this guy over there. In this truck. These are inmates. He's probably telling this woman, say you can work. Tell them you're able to work. It's undignified. This is part of our challenge. It's important, yet it hurts. Sometimes the most important things in life hurt. The most meaningful things are the things that hurt us most. It's part of what life is to look at these halitot. Instead of doing shul on Shabbat afternoon, on Shabbat morning during tefillah, they're on display behind a glass case. The vast majority of those Jewish, well over 200,000 Jewish children, and all of these, almost across the board, were straight to the gas chambers. There were some exceptions. I want to show you some of those exceptions right now. This, sadly, is the first year. With a group, you have a place to focus on, whether Jew or non-Jew. The epitome of zero justice, non-justice, the absence of anything just. You simply go and you shoot because of the slightest thing that is done wrong. I want you to see it as we pass. What is it? Look at the pictures, listen to the sounds. Judaism at its finest. Religious, secular, Zionist, sibling, what do they draw? You draw pictures of a house, of a sun, and a tree. Maybe in your school, what are they drawing here? What are the children drawing? They're drawing what they see. Families, root canal, death, people being hung, bodies being taken away by the truckload. This is what children are drawing.
in concentration camps. They will not be, I looked on that list, my last name did appear, but it wasn't my family, or not my direct family. This train track you see right here, they jumped off of it. It was late in the war, they knew that...
Take a seat. I'm going to look at you, take a seat. Who wants to stand in the back of your mind? Oh, of our existence by the terrible smell that surrounded us like a cloud. One of us finding our turn, we squatted next to each other, not even thinking of humanity. We couldn't even help soiling one another. Just think for a second. Go to the bathroom, that's your private space. We all need that privacy. Privacy was a word.
They had a store at the time. I think it was like a bakery or something. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong. And around Kristallnacht, the store was like raided, and most of their money was in the store. So, like, they kind of lost most of what they had. So they had a few jewelry items that was, that worked, and they had money a little bit, and they ended up getting a ferry somehow to America. I think that they went to New York, and they were in the...
Not 70 years ago, this is a daily process of engines coming in here and these railings shuddering and shivering as more and more trains came in, releasing their cargo and going off empty. So just like I'll tell you, your guides will tell you to touch the Kotel, just like I told you to touch the ghetto wall. Sometimes a little bit of physical touching, when it's you and an artifact. Stones tell stories, so do train tracks, so do train lines. The stories are being told, the ones I want you to remember, I want you to feel, I want you to physically touch.
(1984). Each man has a name, given him by God, and given him by his father and mother. Each man has a name, given him by his stature, and his way of smiling, and given him by his clothes. Each man has a name, given him by the mountains, and given him by his walls. Each man has a name, given him by the planets, and given him by his neighbors. Each man has a name, given him by his sins, and given him by his longing. Each man has a name, given him by his enemies, and given him by his love. Each man has a name given him by his feast days, and given him by his craft.
find a spot and do mincha. Please take a mincha card.